Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Vishnu Padaya Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jila Prabhupada. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Stottra Satta Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada की जय. ISKCON Vivity Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada की जय. Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Stottra Satta Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada की जय. अंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. श्री श्री राधा राधानाथ की जय. श्री श्री गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय. श्री श्री गौर हरि की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल पास्ट टाइम की जय. सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय. गौर प्रेमानंदे all glory to the seven devotees. Glory to the seven devotees of course. श्री गुरु and श्री गौरांग की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So thank you very much for this Saturday morning. So we are remembering some of the pastime of Srila Prabhupada from Transcendental Diary, which was compiled by His Grace Hari Sauri Prabhu. So we pray Prabhupada, he gives us blessing that we can remember some of these pastime and understand. Om Gyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakyun Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurube Namo. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Shayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Vandeyaham Shri Guru Shrijutabada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Nitansha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Srinyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Panchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Transcendental Diary, Volume 3, is Chapter 5, Paris and Mayapur, August 2nd, 1976. So that day, with no scheduled activities this morning, Srila Prabhupada relaxed in his room. Harikesh and I, eager to share his time. Although Harikesh Maharaj had found direct flight to India, Srila Prabhupada finally decided to accept Aitra Rishi Prabhu's invitation to visit Tehran for a few days first. Prabhupada said that when he goes to India, he would like to travel by car or bus, so he can tour all the holy places en route to his specific destination. He said he has always had the desire to do this, but he was too busy, first with his family life, then with his preaching and writing. So he suggested that we arrange for him to travel from one city to another, visiting these sacred tirthas as we go. Although it is a wonderfully enthusiastic hope, none of us is significant enough to assume that Srila Prabhupada will actually be able to stand up the rigors of such a program. Still, with Srila Prabhupada, we worked with the anticipation how it could be arranged. So, many times Srila Prabhupada actually, he desired to go many holy places. So this was not like that. Srila Prabhupada was looking for going to holy place, like as we are going to holy places to get some blessing and in our spiritual life more enthusiastic. Srila Prabhupada is Tirtha himself. Wherever he goes, he makes Tirtha the place. No? He does not need to go any place of a Tirtha. Only to make enthusiastic our devotees. He is inspiring the devotees to he had desire to go, like a normal devotee, general devotee. So this is we see the like before 1 year of Srila Prabhupada's Leela in this world, Prabhupada had desire to go. Like in the last minute also, when he was in Vrindavan just preparing for his departure, that time also he showed the desire. So I want to do parikrama of Govardhan by bullock cart. So many devotees they have they already arranged bullock cart for Srila Prabhupada, but many devotees they thought Prabhupada's body is so fragile. How it is possible? It will not get back in Prabhupada. Now sometimes Prabhupada makes devotees to think something for him. No? So that is Srila Prabhupada's special mercy. So he always try to engage the devotee in a different, because if Prabhupada say like this, the devotee will become more enthusiastic. Okay, let's try to do this thing. No? So so Srila Prabhupada began to question Harikesh about how to communist government organize themselves. Harikesh explained that although most people are not Communist Party member and they are allowed to vote, the Communist Party is only one allowed. So there is no choice of candidate. Srila Prabhupada said that does not matter. The policies we can change. The point is the people have to vote, so we can capture the government. Harikesh asks if this was something he could expect to do in future. No, immediately we can be done. What else? Harikesh asks, what? Say in 5 or 10 years. He was surprised. No, Prabhupada said immediately. They simply have to accept. Then immediately we have to strictly follow the principle of Bhagavad Gita, and then it can be done immediately. But we must follow also strictly our rules and regulation, how to run economy, how to work, everything there is. As we talked, Srila Prabhupada at one point described Karl Marx as a big Rakshasa. I can see by his features, he said, Prabhupada said. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada enthusiastically discussed the possibility for preaching in the communist countries. Since he was in such a cognizant mood that we lingered on releasing the opportunity to engage the discussion and be educated by Srila Prabhupada's expansive realization and his vast experience of life. He told us about the different levels of culture in India, explaining that although he do not follow the caste distinction, still there is a clear difference in cultural behavior of those coming purely from a high caste family and those from a Shudra family. So, Srila Prabhupada had here in this past time see that he had a great desire to preach in communist country because he has very much hope. When he first visited Russia, he found there is people those who are suffering in different way of Americans. No? So communists, they want to keep holding everything by their own capture. On a release, little, so you will think that they are the God. No? So that's why Prabhupada many times criticized this system. So, but here we see Srila Prabhupada was saying that we must conquer these communist people because he knows that the general people, they are very innocent. Only those who are ruling, so they become completely overruled. And they are so that's why they are capturing those people and keeping in there. So they are ruling over them. Only those people, those who will follow them, they can only vote. So that's why the person will get vote. And he get it. But Srila Prabhupada sometimes he is reminding that to conquer over this communist is only possible if we are strictly follow our rules and regulations. If we think that we conquer but we don't follow our rules and so then we will get defeated badly. So that's why again Srila Prabhupada is saying that there is cultural difference. Though in Western culture, sometimes they don't agree with it, there is a different caste system. But automatically there is a caste system. The higher class of people, lower class of people, middle class of people, there are so many varieties. So Srila Prabhupada is emphasizing here. So that definitely there is a difference between a high caste of family and those who are born in Shudra family. So I observed that there still seems to be many Indians who follow the regulative principles as a matter of social training, although their number appears to be waning. When Sri Prabhupada is giving example, in India also we see that many people there looks like following, but since the influence of modern, so-called modern civilization, they are influenced by those, so the number is very less now. Prabhupada said that in the Bengali have lost their culture, but in other provinces the Brahman classes still very strict. They are so strict, he said, that no Brahman even accept food cooked by his own wife even, because women are considered equal to the Shudra class. They do not even eat food cooked by another Brahman. So he said that in Calcutta, where many from the Brahman families accepted the service of a policeman, the government had to provide a special facility for them. They have to take bath thrice a day, cook their own food very strictly, and the government had to give them big hall for cooking. So it will not take much space, say little space, one small oven and and Democrats. And this you see in his mind, Srila Prabhupada is showing his one cooking box. And then this is yours, and that is yours. So within the space, they will sit down and cook dal, chapati, rice and one vegetable. And immediately all the utensils will be cleansed and washed, and the space washed, kept very clean, neat and clean. So you would like to eat. They cook so nicely, although simple, and I have got practical experience. If you cook your own food, whatever it may be, it is healthy. So Srila Prabhupada is always teaching for us. This is just a general story you can see. What is the point Srila Prabhupada used to say that in Bengal, South Indian Brahmins, they don't eat if somebody else cooks, even their own wife cooks. Srila Prabhupada. But Srila Prabhupada's point actually in the end, I can understand that. Prabhupada said that we must cook our own food. No? So own food means you know your taste and at the same time also you offer to Krishna and you take Mahaprasad. So whatever you don't eat the outside junk food, then you don't get sick or you don't develop Krishna consciousness. So that will be, Srila Prabhupada said that you cook your own food, then you will become healthy. So that means you offer always, when you cook, then you know that you have to offer to Krishna, then you take prasadam, then you get healthy. Srila Prabhupada always trying to teach in any circumstances. So he contrasted with the life in New York City. When people spend so much time for commuting to work and they don't have time to eat properly, 3-4 hours go to work, again 3 and 4 hours come back home. At work, they are 80 hours they have to work. Then what is the value? So he is shattered. So he has no other solace than wine, and he has no other culture, no family, dog friend, and television idea. So that's all. What is this life? Even man has got a dog friend because he has no family, man, woman, and television engagement. So I have seen it, all this in New York City. You know? So Prabhupada is comparing the life, city life, like in Western culture, New York City, how the people are working. Of course, now it has been infected all over the world now. But it is more than 50 years back, Srila Prabhupada is saying that, showing only New York City the people are busy. India was a much better place as Srila Prabhupada come. But now it become hell also in India. No, people are the same variety types of working like anything. So we discussed how meat eating was such an integral part of a Western society. I described how neither I nor my nephew had taste for meat as children, but we were forced to accept it until we developed a liking for it. So this is Harisori Prabhu is saying that his own experience. In the Western world, people they like meat, but he and his brother they were not. But they are forced sometimes by parents to taste the meat. But Prabhupada told one of his own child passed out. Prabhupada told that when he was, I will not read much because it is so wonderful pastime. So Srila Prabhupada remembering his pastime. Many times we see when Srila Prabhupada has a very leisure time, he is relaxed mood, then he speaks many of his pastime, his childhood pastime to the devotees. So here Srila Prabhupada is saying that how, so he was suffered in typhoid in the child when he was 1.5 years old. So in those days there was no medicine for typhoid in India. That time British, they were ruling India. So they are thinking that many children they were died in this typhoid. The parents they become very much worried. What will happen? Jai Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki Jai, Shri Shri Gaura Hari ki Jai, Shri Guru Govardhan. So they tried also so many medicines, Ayurvedic, this thing, that thing, but they did not work. So finally, Srila Prabhupada, there is an uncle, his father's friend, Bose, Mr. Bose. So he was a doctor that time. So then he came. So he suggested when you get typhoid, you lost so much of your strength in your body, your immunization inside. So he suggested maybe we should give him some chicken soup. And as we know, the Srila Prabhupada's parent from the beginning, they are Vaishnavas. They never cooked chicken or experience about this thing. So Prabhupada's father was government, they was completely, no, you cannot do this thing. Mr. Bose said that, no, in our house maybe we will not cook, I will cook in my house and bring it here. Because this boy needs more strength to protecting the, or to develop more immunization in his body. But Srila Prabhupada remembering that as soon as they bring the chicken soup and try to drink him, he made vomited. So Prabhupada is saying this thing, and his father becomes so angry, and immediately he cleaned up everything. He said, "Oh, that's all there. No more this chicken soup. If Krishna so desire, let him die. If Krishna so desire." So Srila Government Day, Prabhupada's father took him to the deity and he prayed to Krishna. So then after a few days, Prabhupada again got cured. No? He got released. So that's Srila Prabhupada is remembering his past time. He told us how fortunate we are in the children as in childhood. And we're doing so revealed that his own innocent nature. Yesterday I was astonished how their children were receiving just like friend, laughing and something saying, and you have seen it. As an old friend, their mother pushes, they won't come, but they are very glad to see me. Just before day, Srila Prabhupada met the children, Gurukul children. He is remembering the past time. Prabhupada has a humor many times. Prabhupada sees the children, then naturally they have so much love. Even they don't like their mothers or parents, they like so much to me. And devotee, they're saying that Prabhupada, everybody likes you. Not only children, I think, say, Harishori and Harikesh Maharaj, they are saying that, but after all, Prabhupada, you always said that our outside is future. The children, so Prabhupada was so emphasis, they have grown up our Krishna consciousness children. Actually, this is very important for the parents in our Krishna consciousness movement, how to take care properly their children. Because if you neglect the children, so they will be completely lost in this material world. So Prabhupada said that they are so fortunate, these children, those who are born in Krishna consciousness family. So that's why this is the extra actually, the devotees, those who are parents in Krishna consciousness movement, they have special care for the children. Outside the world we know that how they are taking care of their children. But they have more responsibility actually in Krishna consciousness, parents. Srila Prabhupada always emphasizes, if they can be trained up nicely, Srila Prabhupada is saying, so they can become very good preacher. Each one of them, and they can make hundreds of devotees. In this way, we can expand. So he looks at the... So are you realizing that there is no civilization? Actually, civilization we are introducing. Except Aryan civilization, Vedic civilization, there is no other civilization. Only animal society. So what do you think? Are you convinced about this? Prabhupada, when I asked the devotee, are you convinced that there is no civilization in this material world? Because so-called civilization in the sea, they are all animal civilization, eating, and sleeping. So only they are doing this thing. So Harikesh had no problem for answering, yes, Prabhupada. So every time I walked out the door, I am convinced. And when you come back to the temple, it's marvelous. The spiritual world, no matter what is going on, maybe bad, maybe maybe good, does not matter. It is all relieving. So Harikesh Maharaj is saying that when Srila Prabhupada is present physically everywhere, everything is like a spiritual world. That is the symptom of a pure devotee, as we know. So civilization means, Prabhupada again says, means push the man forward to perfection. So that is civilization. Otherwise there is no civilization. Prabhupada has always different perspective of vision actually. Every word Prabhupada has a complete, because in our normal dictionary language or our so-called English language, we have different meaning for civilization. But Prabhupada has a completely different perspective through the scripture. Prabhupada says civilization means man or woman when they are looking for their perfection of life. No? If they are not looking for perfection, there is no civilization. Means they are animal civilization. So Prabhupada said society and economic condition, everything should be arranged. That is, the human child should be gradually pushed for the perfection of a life. Go back home to Godhead. So this is civilization. And modern civilization is not, don't care for what is going to happen. So long you live, eat, drink, marry, enjoy, that's all. The sense gratification. That is called Nastikabad. Very dangerous. And that is going on all over the world. How a gentleman can live in the society? So therefore my Guru Maharaj used to say, there is no place for gentleman in this material world. Formerly, therefore they used to go away, away from the society and go to the forest to give up this bad association and live alone. So Prabhupada always remembering, because Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that this material world is not good for a gentleman to live. No? So Prabhupada was he is saying that why his Guru Maharaj was saying, because in the ancient day we see there are many kings and great personality, they give up their family life when they take Banprastha. What is the reason for that? Because in the society there is so many bad associations. Even the family member, so-called your neighbors, this thing, you get always affected by bad association. And you entangle with them. So that's why they voluntarily retire their life. So Prabhupada has always inspiring the devotee how in the time, when the time comes, we should retire from all this so-called obligation, family obligation. Practically speaking, that's what we have done. I said by your establishing this temple, it is given us some places, go here and we can get out of Kali Yuga. Prabhupada said this is the purpose, actually he built the temple. Actually in the beginning, we discussed the other day, Prabhupada did not have any idea to build the temple. We are thinking that distributing, printing books and distributing and making devotee. But when the devotees found that a difficulty living in the outside world, that's why he made the home where a whole world can live. No? Prabhupada made the home. That's why he made this, like we call the oasis in the middle of a desert. This material world is called compared as desert. So he made these temples for a devotee to get out from this Kali Yuga, influence of Kali Yuga. So therefore our temple should be very carefully managed. Prabhupada giving a more importance. Prabhupada added, it may not be again another pandemonium. Krishna has given us many nice places. People can live very comfortably. There will be no scarcity. Cultivate Krishna consciousness very seriously. So that's wanted. So therefore in this old age, I am struggling so much to see that the things are going on nicely. So far I have seen it is going on nicely. But maybe the management is lacking. So it may be the Maya is very strong. So be careful. All of you are old, my student, and try to organize more and more solidly. The children should be taken, so you can give lectures to the mothers and the children should be taken care of. So they are the future hope. Child is father of man. So Prabhupada again coming to the how to take care of the children, coming back. So how we should be so seriously. Especially Srila Prabhupada saying that in those days, most of devotees, they are living in the ashram. Even householder, brahmachari. So brahmacharini, everybody was living in ashram. Because those who are practicing Krishna consciousness, they find the difficulty in staying in the outside world. So Srila Prabhupada said that since the children, they are born in our society, so this is our duty. Even Srila Prabhupada used to say, when sannyasis and other senior devotees, they used to teach the mothers and the parents of children how to properly take care of the children according to the scripture. So Srila Prabhupada is giving, and so you must all teach their mothers and the father how to take care of properly the children, because in future they are our hope. Because it is very difficult to go outside to make a person a devotee to bring Krishna consciousness. But a person who was born in Krishna conscious family, it is becoming very easy for that person to become Krishna conscious. Because by birth, he got all the facilities to practice Krishna consciousness. So he said that people accuse us escaping. But in our society, we have all classes of men, sannyasi, grihastha, brahmachari. So people may think our prohibiting meat eating is unnatural, but it is not, it is natural. So Prabhupada gives an example. So Prabhupada gives an example that when we take bath from the mother's womb, we don't practice eating the meat, right? We depend upon the breast milk of mother. So Prabhupada gives an example. We don't need those things in our life. So somehow it has been forced to us. So it is very hard to cut the meat, and the meat needs a good surface. And Prabhupada is explaining, everybody is laughing now. So Prabhupada also laughing. Then Prabhupada giving his example of his god brother, how in the Western world they use a fork and knife for eating meat. And his god brother Ban Maharaj, he came to London. So when he went back, he was also practicing to eat prasadam in help of a knife and fork. So one time Srila Prabhupada went to take prasadam with Ban Maharaj. Prabhupada remembering. So Prabhupada did not know that how to use the fork and knife for eating prasadam. And Ban Maharaj is saying that, what Swami Maharaj, you are going to outside world now, Western world, so you should learn this thing. Prabhupada says, I am not going to learn anything there. I am training them. Prabhupada says, I am going to teach them something else, what they have forgotten. So you want to learn this thing from England, but I am not going to learn anything from there. So as we see Prabhupada, even Prabhupada, before coming to Western world, he has complete vision that he has nothing to do with this Western culture and this thing. Because he does not have a desire to get something from the Western world. He wants to give them the pure spiritual knowledge to the Western world, which is the real essence or value of our human form of life. So recalling the rules of British in India, Prabhupada said, Calcutta, oh, it was so nice city in those days. Now it is hell. So it is the same Calcutta. But why it is not so hell? So people used to say in the British Empire, first London, second Calcutta. So I told him, Harishauri Prabhu is saying that, so it has just been voted in the second dirtiest city in the world now, Prabhupada. So Prabhupada asked, what was the first? Karachi was the first dirtiest city in the world. So Prabhupada said, no, both of them got Swaraj. Karachi is like Pakistan and India. So Pakistan and India got Swaraj same time. Karachi was one of the first class city in those days. That means after Swaraj, they cannot manage. Unfit person, they are on the top of the government. Same time, Srila Prabhupada also making caution in the next para. Prabhupada saying that after British, the so-called independence, they got India and Pakistan, but they could not maintain. Since Srila Prabhupada, next paragraph is longer. Prabhupada is saying that we have to also same we have to careful. By so much hard and difficulty in my old age, Srila Prabhupada is saying, mentioning, so we have made this big empire of Krishna consciousness movement. If we are not managing properly, this will happen like same in Calcutta. This is the purpose of Srila Prabhupada saying that how Calcutta is dirty, Karachi is dirty, because they don't properly manage. So Prabhupada is saying that we have to be very careful. So in our society, we should not be neglectful. We have to take so utmost care of our society, so it will not fall apart. So Prabhupada did actually at one time his own car. Then Harisari Prabhu remembering that many people they are looking for the car in those times. They thinking that if somebody has car, he is a big person. But Prabhupada did have car. Prabhupada remembering his father was not so wealthy person, rich person in those days. But he was always inviting 5, 6, 7 people as guests in his house for feeding. They were 5 children, Prabhupada and his sisters. They were 5 children. And he was inviting always some guests. Prabhupada said there is no scarcity of food. No? So, that's why one time his father had desired to get a car, and Prabhupada bought the car with 8,000 rupees in those days, no? In 1925. So he could not drive, but his father requested he had to purchase it for 8,000 rupees, so that his nephew, who was a good driver, he could earn his livelihood and same as a taxi, using as a taxi. And his father resumed that when we need, so we can go to some place. So, the part of their culture included caring for widows and their offspring. As one of his sisters was widowed, she came back to her father's father house with her children. So her whole family helped to support them. So Prabhupada thinking how much we should care actually for our devotees. It is most because Prabhupada knows that very much compassion, as we know. He was always concerned about the devotee. As we remember one of the Vaishnava of Bhakti Charu Maharaj remembrance. So Prabhupada was not practical, not eating anything. Just sometime he little soup and some little fruit juice he used to take in Vrindavan. But he always was anxious. He was asking devotee, what was the preparation in the for devotees prasadam. He was always very careful. So here he saying, Prabhupada is saying that how much we should care for our devotees. Even the widows, somebody's husband passed away, how the family members, they were taking care in those days. They are not saying, oh, you are your one, you have taken birth, you have got marriage ministry, you are independent. No. In Western world it is completely different. No. So Prabhupada is saying this is a difference of a cultural difference. The whole family, they were helping. So Srila Prabhupada moved from sitting behind his desk to sitting on a mat by window for his massage in the sunshine. So I rubbed the oil into his smooth skin and kneaded and squeezed his flesh and muscles. So we continued to talking a little more. Prabhupada summed up the British rule. On the whole, during British time, people were happy, that I can say. The things the Britishers were a little afraid that if the government is not good, it will go against our credit. And we may agitate. So they were careful to see the people are very happy. But there is nobody careful. Everyone thinking that I am in my own country. Whatever I do, it is all right. They were consciousness. So we are the foreigner. If the management is not good, then it will be against our credit. And it will be difficult to work in such a big Indian empire. So they were little careful. So Prabhupada giving example of the Britishers. So how they are ruling. There is a small amount of people, how they are ruling over such a big Indian community. Because they are taking care of the people so nicely. And Harisari Prabhu remember, they did also so many nonsense things. So they introduced meat eating, they introduced the tea, coffee, those things. Prabhupada said, yes. So because they have introduced so many bad things, yes, Prabhupada. So from cultural point of view, they are degraded. And that was British policy, to kill them culturally. Otherwise, how it is possible, the rule over them? So, having been brought up in England, I knew the propaganda that they always advertise the Britishers, they are doing good thing in India, they are making the justification, and we shall go and educate them. So then they could exploit and avoid criticism. Yes, Srila Prabhupada said, many bad things Britishers introduced. So bad things means the Western type of civilization. So I said sometimes people they say we are always glorify Indian culture. So why are they so badly up? So we tell them it is because they have given up their culture and that they are badly up. So Prabhupada gave him yes. So, up ascent and closed the eyes meditately, thus bringing up a discussion and the culture to a close. Harikesh went up to do his cooking, while I continue with my service as messaging Divine Grace Transcendental Body. So we are running down. We go on time? No, we should finish now. So, will not take much time. So, again, Srila Prabhupada is remembering, because that day, whole day, in afternoon time after Prabhupada's lunch, Prabhupada met Mayapur Gurukul. There are the Gurukul students, children, they came, and Prabhupada talked with them. And Prabhupada asked them to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They are doing nice kirtan. So everybody is very happy and chill. And Prabhupada always encourages them. Prabhupada always get pleasure of seeing all the innocence and the purity of the child and nurtured by their lifestyle. Prabhupada always say that we should be in Krishna consciousness, we should always be like child, innocence like child. So then after that Prabhupada distributed cookies to them. That is Prabhupada's nature. He always entice the children because they are always eager to take something from Prabhupada. So immediately Prabhupada said that when simply by voluntary offering our obeisance, because the children they are paying obeisance to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said that voluntarily somebody offering obeisance, you become 50% Krishna consciousness. Krishna se man mana bhav mat bhakta majaj mam namaskuru. Prabhupada is saying that if somebody is voluntarily paying obeisance to the deity, he is 50% in Krishna consciousness. Although most of the children were not more than 5 or 6 years old, so they had no hesitation in speaking in the timeless philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada used quoting from Bhagavad Gita 1866. The devotional service begins with surrender. No? But he said material disease is everyone wants to become master. Nobody wants to become servant. So therefore, there is a struggle for existence. So then after that, this children's meeting, that time Mother Malati, she was with her daughter. No? That we know that how they came in the beginning to England from USA. 6 of them, 3 families and 1 child. No? So Prabhupada met them and many devotees. They were very happy to see them. And the late evening, one Indian couple came. The devotee brought them. And he brought so many vegetables and fruits to whom he was growing in his terrace of his garden. Like so Prabhupada asked immediately to make puff rice with a peach, no? Fresh peach. And also he asked other day, the next day morning, Prabhupada wants to eat the kachori, which the peach should be stuffed in the kachori. Then they're asking Prabhupada, we should bring the hot, or Prabhupada said, kachori means hot. No? Prabhupada then remember his childhood pastime, how he was so much love for kachori. So like you see, many steps and every moment of Srila Prabhupada's pastime was transcendental. Like one time Giriraj Maharaj was speaking in India, Prabhupada saying, he was saying that Prabhupada's pastime is like rasgulla. No? Every part you bite, you get juice. No? So we cannot finish Srila Prabhupada's pastime. But somehow we are good fortune to have come to the shelter of Srila Prabhupada's wonderful movement and their wonderful devotees. So if we become very careful and take advantages of this wonderful movement by Srila Prabhupada, then definitely our spiritual journey will reach our destination. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Diary ki jai, Samved Bhakta Vrind ki jai, Gaura Premanande. So thank you so much, all the wonderful devotees, your association. So maybe I will not see you tomorrow. So I am going to Joburg side. So again, thank you very much for all of your association during my stay. You have made me so much homely here. I did not feel that I am away from India. Yeah. So thank you so much for all your everything what you show me. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Amen. If anything I said something wrong during my stay, alright, so please take it as your Vaishnava. Any question or comment you have? Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.